And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. It is a beautiful day here in Northeast Ohio. It's even better now because you get to sit down with two of the prime contenders. And, well, let's just put it this way, two Elenas. So this is going to be one of the most interesting interviews I've ever done before because I can't use their first names. I have to go right to the last name. It's Elena Skavina right here and Elena Francis right here. Ladies, how are we today?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah.
Fantastic. You're good too, Elena Skavina?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. First off, what an honor it is to sit down with both of you. You two have been through seemingly everything together at Cardinal Mooney, especially the softball season, and it's been such an honor to watch you kind of rise through the ranks and to have you and see you be so successful in softball has been an honor and a privilege to watch. So first off, kudos to both of you. Elena Skavina, we'll start with you. Talk to me about the difference in this year versus years past on this softball team. There's a lot of success going around.
Yes, this year we came back with a lot of heart. After it would have been me and Elena's sophomore year when we lost our season, and we were really looking forward to that. So we knew our junior and senior years we needed to work really hard and we needed to come together as a team to win. And I feel like this year, more than any, we've really came together and we've proved a lot of people wrong in that we can win games and we can keep up with some of the best teams in this area.
I don't think anybody's going to disagree with that, especially your teammate and battery mate, Miss Francis. Do you feel the same way?
I think we're a lot younger this year than past years, but we're working through that and we're doing a lot better.
So when you think about all of that combined, right? So you lost a season. It had to be challenging from not only the recruitment process, but also being able to stay together as a team. And obviously at Mooney, there's a lot of history, there's a lot of tradition that you both have to go through and stay together. From a leadership standpoint, how challenging was it to kind of keep the team rallied and focused as you headed into your junior years, your sophomore years, and you know when you didn't have a season? How did you maintain those relationships when you couldn't be close with your teammates? Elena Francis, we'll start with you this time.
Okay. I think we did a lot of we have a group chat and we texted a lot in there, and I think everybody really wanted to make up for that season, so it wasn't really too difficult to encourage them to come out and play and do their hardest. So from a leadership point, I think it was actually pretty easy because our team just really wants to win.
Well, to win, to want to win is one thing, but to do what you two have done with your teammates and your coaches and the program, it's been something completely different. Miss Scavina, when you look at this, it really has been, I don't want to say a dream come true, but it's been an opportunity to kind of show up and show out against the, I want to say, quote unquote, haters, that people that didn't think you could do this. Talk to me about that.
Yes, so Elena and I have played with a lot of the girls we play against. And so we get to talk to them a lot. And when we play them, it's always fun. And even though we have a young team and maybe not as many girls who've played travel their entire life, I feel like it gives us a little bit more heart because they're not just here because they're amazing players. They're here because they want to be on that field and they want to play and they want to show people what they can do and that we can be good.
All right, so let's get to the rumors. Anthony Hartwig, the dean of girls sports in our area, told me a little rumor that when you guys are like battery mates, so when one's pitching, the other one's catching. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay, so how does that work? Because at the end of the day, it's a competitive sport. I'm just guessing, just pulling this out of thin air. You two are very competitive. Do you compete against each other?
I don't think that we compete against each other. I think that we push each other a lot more when we do this because we've played together for so long that if I'm catching her, I know exactly what she needs to throw or what's maybe going through her mind in a certain situation. So it honestly makes it a lot easier for us to really settle into tough situationships.
Miss Francis?
Yeah, I'm with her completely. We've played together for many, many years, so I wouldn't want anybody else behind there to call my pitches because she knows what I want to throw and what the situation is. And even when we hit, we always encourage each other before we go up to hit, and we're just a good team.
I guess I have to ask the question, and you could tell me, and if you were smart, you would do it opposite. Who is the better pitcher and who is the better catcher out of you two?
God, I feel like we both have such a different way of pitching.
Okay.
Um, like even growing up, everyone always knew it was so distinctive. Elena was always the faster pitcher. She always blew it by people, and I was always more of the movement pitcher, like throwing batters off. So it kind of works well together. Like if one team's timing her up, then maybe they can't hit the junk. So like it works really well when we switch back and forth.
Elena, same thing.
Yeah, I think it's good when like we switch in the middle of the game and like throw them off.
I like that. So, okay, if you have one inning to get through for a state title, and obviously that's where you're trying to get to, who wants to be the one behind the dish and who wants to be the one in the circle?
I think it like depends who starts the game.
Okay.
Because like I think it really goes on like how well they've been hitting in the innings before and who's been pitching, and there's like a lot to go into it for us to like switch back and forth and like how they've been before in the game.
All right, let's get this. You both like to mash too, so it's not always about who's pitching, who's catching. It's also who's about raking at the dish. So let me ask you both this same question: would you rather be drive in the winning run or strike out the game, the ender, the end of the game, strike out to seal a state championship?
I would rather get the walk-off drive in the winning run.
Yeah. Oh, the walk-off is just, it's such an energy builder and everybody's excited. You get to like run onto the field.
That's awesome. All right,
Yeah.
The ultimate goals of this year. Let's start with you, Miss Francis. What are your ultimate goals personally and from a team standpoint?
My ultimate goals this year, I'd like for my batting average to be pretty high, and then for my team, I want us to go as far as we possibly can, and I really want us to beat South Range and maybe like some bigger teams and win the districts, baby. That would be cool.
Good old South Range's name just keeps it keeps coming out for everybody. Everybody wants a piece of the Lady Raiders. Elena Skavina, what are your thoughts?
My personal goals this year was just to have a solid season. Like nothing huge. I didn't have to go crazy, but I just wanted to play solid, put my name out there a little bit. And for my team, I want us to make it to districts. I know that. I mean, maybe go further. And for today, I've wanted to play South Range all year. I've mentioned it multiple times. And so I'm really excited to play this game today.
Here we go. It's Raiders and it's Mooney. It's today. And for people that'll be watching this 10 years from now, they'll already know the outcome. So hopefully it's something that favors somebody in this interview in some way. Elena Skavina, we talked before the show started. You're heading down south to the University of Florida. What was it about being a Gator, right? Chomp, chomp. You got to get used to that. That really appealed to you in heading down south.
So my whole life I knew I wanted to go south for school. I knew I wanted a school with a good med school, and I was between Clemson and Florida actually. And Florida had the med school that I wanted, and it was kind of like a dream. The campus is beautiful, and they also have amazing sports to watch, especially, I mean, their softball is amazing. So that was a big deciding factor for me.
And the exciting part about all of this is not only that you have the grades to go down and be part of that pre-med, you got a 4.5 GPA, a 31 on your ACT, and according to you, you're looking forward to going out and trying out to walk on to that Gator softball team. What is it that just you're a driven person, number one. Just, I mean, to have all of that on your resume at the ripe old age of 17, 18 years old is phenomenal. What drives you? What motivates you?
I love just making people proud. My coaches and on myself. I love to challenge myself and have something to work for. I feel like if I don't have something to work for that's challenging, there's nothing really for me to do. And that's why I felt I should try out for this team, because I'm going to be bored after playing 3 sports my whole high school career. I know that I'm going to need something to do and something to work hard for and something that's going to be a challenge for me.
Phenomenal. And then Elena Francis, you're going to stay home at YSU. We love having you around. Obviously, if you get bored there, we'll give you a headset and you can do some softball games for us for YSN. But you're going into business. You got a 4.1 GPA. What drives you and what motivates you to stay around here?
A lot that motivated me was my family. My brother and my sister also went to YSU, and so I like to stay close. And my brother plays baseball at YSU, so I want to go and like watch his games and support him. So a lot that's kept me home with my family.
Well, your brother, of course, and we don't like to shine the light on other family members necessarily, but your brother's the legendary Ian Francis, a longtime YSN guy. So we got to give him some love, right?
Got to.
All right, let's get to some random questions, ladies. And here's how it works: it's the first thing that comes to your mind, and you got to be true, you got to be honest, and knowing that you're good Catholic girls. That's part of what your makeup is. All right, so let's start with Elena Francis. Where do you spend most of your free time during the day?
I do a lot at home. I like to watch movies. I don't have much free time because
I can imagine.
But when I do get free time, I like to spend it at home.
Okay, so you like watching movies. What's your favorite movie? What's your go-to to watch?
I like my favorite like movie series is the Fast and Furious movie series.
Oh no! Oh, there's like 100 of those.
Oh,
and they're all the same movie. Elena Skavina, where is the most beautiful place you've ever been?
I took a trip to Hawaii with my family.
Was there a favorite part of that trip?
We did like the road to Hana, where you kind of drive down this one-way road and you get to see all these different tourist attractions.
Very cool. I hope to be in your shoes someday, or your flip-flops, and go to Hawaii. That's a bucket list for my family. All right, let's go, Miss Scavina. First, this time, how often? And nobody's going to watch this, so you have to be completely honest. How often do you stay up past 3 a.m.?
A lot. I'm not even gonna lie. With studying, I procrastinate a lot for studying, and then I end up staying up very late and stressing myself out.
With a 4.5 GPA, I can't even argue that, because I can't imagine how much you have to study based on being a 3-sport athlete. All right,
yeah.
Miss Francis, what is more important, a great car or a great house, and why?
A great car. Me personally, I like to drive fast. So a good car really good for me.
Dad's gonna be watching this and saying, "Oh, you like to drive fast, huh?"
I'm sorry.
Okay. Where is? Let's go, Elena Francis again. Where's the most beautiful place near where you live?
Like in Ohio or in the U.S.?
Well, you live in Ohio, so let's go with Ohio first. Is there a place that you go to that you're like, okay, this is my Zen spot? Like, I love it. It's beautiful here.
Not really. If I want to like get Zen, I like drive around. That's like my peaceful.
Slow. You drive slow around to get your Zen, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Elena Skavina, what do you bring with you everywhere you go?
Everywhere I go. Well, I'd love to say my phone, but that's a given. Everywhere I go. I don't have like one certain item that I would say I would bring everywhere that I've traveled to.
Naturally, it's like nowadays it's your phone. Like if you forget your phone, your day's over.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with this question's for both of you, because I'm really interested. How much time do you spend on the internet, and what site do you go to the most?
Gosh.
Who do you answer first? Are you answering, Elena?
It's whoever wants to go first this one.
I'd have to say probably tops 3 hours a day, maybe 4, which is not good. But it's definitely TikTok and Snapchat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Elena Francis?
Mine's the same. I'm around 4 hours, and a lot of it is on TikTok.
See, I was going to give out a free YSN shirt if we had a plug, but all right, I guess we'll play second fiddle to TikTok.
I do watch a lot of YSN.
All right, all right, so this is a perfect opportunity. I don't know what your status is, But anybody that wants to date Elena Skavina or Elena Francis, here you go. One thing you don't do. What is the most disgusting habit some people have that you cannot stand?
Oh, I have one. When they chew, like gum too loud.
Okay. Loud chewing.
Yeah.
I guess mine's not really like disgusting, but my biggest pet peeve is when people sing off key. It just bothers me. I don't know why.
Is there a face that you have for some? Here, let me put you up full screen, and you can give the face for somebody that sings off key, because I can only imagine what that face is.
I couldn't even. I'd probably just sit there and I'm like,
I love it.
It's me.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. We gotta go. We gotta go. What's your face when somebody's chewing too loud? Okay. What is your, from a standpoint of what you've done in the last 4 years? Take away the COVID year. What has been your most memorable moment as a Cardinal Mooney Cardinal on this softball team? Elena Skavina, we'll start with you.
mine would have to be this year. Me and Elena both hit back-to-back home runs in the Ursuline game. And even though we lost, it was just a really special moment for us in our last time playing them.
I like it. Elena Francis?
That's probably my first, but I'm not going to repeat her. So my second will be my freshman year. The bases were, there's two runners on, and they walked Conchetta Rinaldi before me, and I went up and I hit a home run.
Wow. The disrespect turns into ultimate respect for the rest of your time at Cardinal Mooney. Ladies, the last question for each of you. What we try to do is give you an opportunity to talk about your support system throughout the years, and obviously the role models that you have, whether it's inside or outside of your family. You both have wonderful families. So I'm going to give you this time to just give them not only a shout out, but a thank you for all they've done for you to this point in your senior year. Let's start with Miss Francis. Go ahead.
I'd like to thank my dad, my mom for bringing me to all my softball tournaments for so many years. My stepdad for taking me to extra practices. My brother for catching my pitching lessons, always giving me tips. My sister, because she now coaches me and she gives me the best advice and the only one that could really put me in my place. And then I'd like to thank Alaina for playing with me for so long and really knowing me when I pitch and calling the best pitches that we decide in the situation.
Well, good luck, Miss Scavina, following that up.
I want to thank my mom for catching me since I was 8 years old and me nailing her a couple times. So I'm sorry about that. My dad for teaching me when I was little and getting me the dedication that I have now. Coach Reinhardt from freshman year believing in me. Elena for playing with me for so long and just always being my biggest support on and off the field. And then my pitching coach, Aaron Gabriel, who has literally given me everything I have now and taught me so much.
Okay, so I lied. One last question, okay? Because I know how much Mooney means to both of you. What does it mean to wear that block M on your jersey at school, on your Letterman's jackets? Why is Mooney so important to both of you? Elena Skavina, we'll start with you.
Mooney's so important because I feel that everyone around here looks at Mooney for we want to beat them. They're number one on our list this year. And I feel like that's just such a big, not responsibility, but I love having it because I love showing people that we can do it and that they shouldn't look down on us and that they should want to play us and that they should be scared of us sometimes.
I like it.
I think Mooney, like why I chose this is really for the Mooney family. There's so many people that are there to support you. Like the alumni they're there. The other people's parents are always there to support you and they tell you good job, and before the game they tell you good luck, and I think the whole Mooney family is just very supportive.
Ladies, it has been an absolute honor. Thank you for taking time out of your busy days, very busy days, to sit down with us and to always support YSN in one form or fashion. And I guess I can break the news to you. Ladies, you are going to be part of the YSN All-Star Game coming up this summer. So congratulations. Hopefully you can make it out there, and we'll see if we can get one more battery for you after all is said and done.
Thank you.